Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the state capital of California, the Gold Rush city of Sacramento. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Condors of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Mounties of Sacramento. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cariocas, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken it around the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why the defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 56 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shifts by him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the set.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curve. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Mounties will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
This taken in at the goal. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. But you look at this defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. A solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, giving 14. Richardson looking to throw this. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd down. Here's Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The ball under 32, it's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Harris running straight ahead. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Richardson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now 3rd down and very long.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action.
On 2nd down now, Weathers pushing his way through.
Still going. He may go.
Oh, that's sweet. An effort. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Mounties are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Richardson now on second down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now it's Richardson.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, under pressure and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
3rd and long for Richardson. That is caught.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Rio offense set to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. He gets it complete to Harris. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to confess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6, and a real 1st down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Back to the air on second down. Boom. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throwing to start the drive. Boom.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Throwing again. Boom. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down. Boom. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Fielded just inside the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors have got it back to within a score. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up, but in this case he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
On first down. Boom. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bates. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's the option.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Boom. And his pass incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
To throw on 3rd down. Boom. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got this down to the 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Condors have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. On 1st and 10. Boom. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Boom. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Boom. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And on now is the punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
2nd down and 3.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive. Boom. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Boom. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Off play action, Richardson.
And his throw is incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy
sunshine and go play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
On third down, here's Richardson. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Brought down at the 20. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the Condors look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, Richardson.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Nifty move. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that will be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Rio offense set to take over.
The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 8, 1:51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Richardson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid game.
Here's Richardson.
Looking man, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Richardson to throw it.
complete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now Richardson.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's third down and 5. Now Richardson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Third down and goal coming up here. Throwing now is Richardson.
And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. They'll come up. 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson.
Over the middle, it's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
One last shot for Richardson. This for all the marbles. This ball intercepted.
That's interference. Defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final.